Indonesia has talked about moving the capital for years now, since the 80s, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen?
Yeah, I think if we compare with the previous ideas that have been floated, even since 1950s, this time I think we are more serious, and then we are trying to have better plan for having the new capital, especially outside Java.
Realistically, though, when will this happen? How will this happen? And has it been rectified by the president, which is necessary?
Yeah, of course, the Monday's cabinet meeting was the first cabinet meeting about this new capital proposal. And after that, of course, I have to make the 3 months progress report to the cabinet, to the president. And at one point in time, president will make the decision about the location, which is very much important. And from that, we need to move to the parliament because we need to get their support. We have to revise the law about the capital city. And after that, of course, we can start really with the construction.
Which other cities have been shortlisted?
Well, I'm sorry, I cannot disclose the location right now. But for sure, when we had the cabinet meeting, President has preference to have the capital outside Java. Most likely to the central part of Indonesia rather to the west or to the east. Yeah.
And outside Java, along with the capital president's plan to share the wealth of the country, we're talking about an archipelago, 17,000 islands.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that wealth is shared within the country?
Yes, of course, we have a big regional disparity in which Java contributes almost 60% of the economy. And especially in Jakarta metropolitan, they themselves already contributed 25%. So our economy very much concentrated, not just Java, but in Jakarta. So we need to create new source of growth. Not only in the new capital, we will also develop, I think, 6 metropolitan areas outside Java, aside from the new capital.
Pak Bambang, post-elections, are we looking at President Jokowi rebooting his economic agenda?
Oh, certainly, because President was well aware the reason why we have 5% economic growth on average during these five years is because our GDP growth was at that level. So we need to really do the economic transformation in order to have higher GDP growth. And the key reform that President already emphasized is focus on investment. So investment will be very high on priority, and we will also diversify our economy, not too much dependent on natural resources, but on manufacturing and services.
The GDP target is 5.6%. Given the headwinds, is that even realistic?
In our 5 years plan for 2020-2024, we have 3 scenarios. The baseline scenarios is 5.4 on average every year, 5 years, and then 5.7 for moderate and 6% for a high scenario. So of course, if we have been able to really doing the economic transformation, then we can unlock some potential source of growth.
The question is really whether President Jokowi has the team to push through the reform agenda. There's a lot of talk about cabinet changes coming up. Can you shed some light on it? There's talk about possible changes within the finance portfolio, for instance.
Well, of course, I'm not I'm not in the position to.
You were the former finance minister.
I was, yeah. But of course, President could do reshuffle sometime, maybe after June. But certainly, President will focus on some economic posts, maybe, especially dealing with the real sector. Because as I mentioned, investment will be the key. And investment is not just about the incentive or the fiscal incentive or any other financial support. Investment in Indonesia is more critical because now it has involved the investment climate in general. So we really need to improve investment climate.